Hey there, ladies and gents, welcome back to the vlog. My name is Drew, and as you can see, I have a lot going. So I know a lot of you guys wonder what my day-to-day looks like and how many different things that I work on at any given time. And I thought this would be a good example. I've got code in one window, the app Food for Group in the other. That's our debug server that I'm working on, and I have Sublime Merge, which is an amazing tool for Git. If you use GitHub for all of your repositories and stuff like that, I definitely recommend Sublime Merge because its GUI is really intuitive and you don't have to deal with CLI. And as much as I love CLIs, if I don't have to use one, I'd much rather use a GUI. So yeah, that's kind of a picture of what my day looks like on a day-to-day basis as the lead developer behind Food for Group. So today's video, we are going to be talking about how to become a better CEO, a better executive, a better programmer, a better whatever in 3 weeks, guaranteed. And in general, when you're an entrepreneur or you're starting a business or doing any sort of startup thing, the first 6 or so months are really about 6 months to a year are about starting and getting good habits and, building disciplines. If you haven't seen my How to Write a Great Business Plan, I talk about it a lot in that video. We talk about starting, continuing, and then expanding, the 3 stages of business that I kind of break my business plans down into. So in that starting and continuing phase, you're building a lot of discipline, you're building a lot of routine, and you're really figuring out just what you need in order to make your project or your business successful. And that's all a very macro level view. And what I mean by macro level view is there's the business as it's moving as kind of a unit. So your business is like a unit. There's a lot of moving parts. There's product development, there's service, there's sales, there's social media, all that stuff. All of those become your business, quote unquote. All those parts come into a macro view that is called your business, or a bird's eye view. All of those go into one bucket, which is your business. That's your macro level. On the micro level is what you do on a day-to-day basis. So your disciplines, what you work on day-to-day, how much time you give to each object or each work unit or work thing that you're working on. All of those are micro changes. And as you know from any sort of economics course, micro changes affect macro outcomes. So when you're talking about getting your business moving and continuing to move, it's really important to look at the micro level stuff. What are you doing as yourself, as a person? What disciplines are you putting into place that will inevitably affect your business as a whole? And that's where this 3-week plan comes into play. They say to form a new habit, it takes about 21 to 30 days, so about 3 to 4 weeks to start a new habit. And that's where the better blank in 3 weeks comes from, because I continuously work on a 3-week sort of cycle. I always try and implement something new every 3 weeks to make my business run smoother or make me better as a person so that I can better service the business and the people that I work with and stuff like that. To give you guys an example, this week, or this 3-week cycle, I started a new calisthenics routine. So every 30 minutes or so, I stand up from my desk, I do 10 push-ups, 10 crunches, and 10 squats. And of course, if you do that over a 6 or 8 hour workday, you're talking 80 to 100 push-ups every day, and that's a fair bit. It worked for Saitama in One Punch Man. Some minor anime reference there, but that just gives you kind of an idea. It doesn't have to be anything business related, it just has to be something that's helping you improve on the micro level, and then that'll affect your macro outcomes because that's just economics. So some good examples are starting a new calisthenics routine, and it doesn't have to be a daily commitment either. It could be like for 3 weeks, I want to get in the habit of taking an hour to do social media planning, where I use a tool like Hootsuite or something like that to plan out all of our social media posts, so that's automated and I don't have to worry about it throughout the week. Do that for 3 weeks and you have a new habit and you continue on that habit. It could be working out every day. That's something I like to do. Separate from calisthenics, I try and do a weighted workout and some cardio every day because that's good for the serotonin and the mental health, but it also makes you feel good and promotes good self-body image, and you just live a healthier life. It could be something like read a new book every 3 weeks or something like that. That's really ambitious depending on which book that you're reading, but yeah, it doesn't take very long to read a book. You can listen to it in the car, an audiobook through Audible. I don't have an Audible sponsorship, but every other YouTuber on the planet apparently has one. But yeah, you can listen to audiobooks for 3 weeks straight and read a book every 3 weeks. That's a good idea. So it doesn't have to be anything business related. It can be something that's helping you improve yourself. And when you improve yourself, you change those micro level changes, or you improve your micro, your macro improves as a result. So if you feel better because you're working out more and you have more serotonin, then that's going to reflect on your employees and your customers and how you conduct business every day. If you read a book every 3 weeks, you're constantly learning and you can implement new ideas into your business. So it seems something so trivial as working out or reading a book or, doing a calisthenics routine in the middle of the workday. Those things, they're very trivial on the micro level, but they affect the macro level drastically, and they can help your business propel. And yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about today. I'm trying to get these videos a little bit shorter just because I don't want to drone on and on for 10 minutes about a certain topic. But yeah, today we just talked about having a 3-week clock where you do a new habit or something new for 3 weeks and form a new habit, and how those good new habits can affect the macro level business and the micro changes affect the macro outcomes. So, and again, it doesn't have to be anything super crazy, just do a couple push-ups every day or read more. But once you start getting into habits and you start getting into discipline, that's going to affect your macro level as well. So if you have a culture of discipline and a culture of habit within yourself, you're going to naturally instill that into your business, and you'll have discipline and good habits in your business as you grow and continue to expand. So get this going early, get started early, and it's super easy. Give 3 weeks to do something consistently and you get in the habit of it and you're good to go. So that's how you become a better CEO, a better programmer, a better salesperson, a better whatever in 3 weeks or less. And give it a shot, and if I'm lying, feel free to leave it down in the comments, but I probably think that I'm not lying because I use it in my daily life and it's helped me out a lot too. But of course, if you want to leave another positive comment, you can of course leave that down there too, and leave a like. It sure helps the video get promoted. And if you like the video, be sure to leave a subscription and hit the bell icon so that you get an update every single time that we put out a video. And as always, friends, we'll end in the normal way, and that is by me saying, always remember that you are wanted, you are loved, and you are appreciated. You have a special talent that nobody else has, and the world is waiting on you to bring it out. So muster a little courage, go out into the world, and change it. That's what the world's waiting on. You.